Hello, and welcome back to Controller Culture, where we break down the games that shape the way we play. Today, we're venturing back into the stars, literally, because we are revisiting Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, now re-released on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. It's been over a decade and a half since Mario took his gravity-defying leap into space. And while these two titles remain some of Nintendo's most beloved creations, the question today is simple. Do they still hold up in 2025, or has the magic faded a little? Let's find out. I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I properly played Galaxy or Galaxy 2. I revisited the game briefly in Super Mario 3D All-Stars, but most of my time there went into Mario 64. Since then, we've had some incredible 3D platformers: Astrobot, Crash Bandicoot 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Super Mario Odyssey, just to name a few. So going back to these Wii-era classics on new hardware felt like opening a time capsule. The first thing that hit me was how creative these games still are. Even after everything we've seen since, the sheer imagination in their level design, gravity mechanics, and music remains unmatched. Whether you're skating across a frozen comet while a piano gently twinkles in the background, or slamming Bowser into an exploding meteor to the sound of a full orchestra, Galaxy and Galaxy 2 remind you why Nintendo's design team is in a league of its own. Let's talk presentation. Both games now run up to 4K in docked mode and 1080p in handheld. Textures have been lightly reworked, though not to the level of Metroid Prime Remastered, but enough to make environments pop just a bit more. Character models hold up surprisingly well, and the cleaner UI, refined font, and smaller icons give the games a fresh, modern touch. This isn't a full remake, and if you're expecting one, you'll be disappointed. But as far as visual polish goes, this is easily the best either game has ever looked. Now, here's where things get a little mixed. On Wii, the pointer controls were buttery smooth. On Switch, that's been replaced by gyro aiming. And while it works, it's not ideal. You'll find yourself constantly hitting the R button to recenter the pointer, especially when using a Pro controller. Playing with detached Joy-Cons feels closer to the original experience, but even then, the motion precision just isn't the same. In handheld mode, you can use touch controls or motion aiming, which is neat, but waggling the console around on a bus or train, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Still, movement feels fantastic. Overall, Mario's jumps, spins, and wall kicks have that trademark Nintendo responsiveness that makes just controlling him fun. Both games now include a few small additions. Assist mode. Assist mode helps newcomers by doubling your health and letting you recover it automatically if you stand still. There's also a bubble system that saves you from falls, perfect for younger players or anyone new to 3D Mario. Nintendo has added a new storybook chapter to Galaxy 1 and a brand new storybook in Galaxy 2 with its own music. They're small extras, but they show attention to detail and give fans something new to discover. As for Amiibo, they're mostly useless. The existing ones just give you a few star bits, and the upcoming Mario and Rosalina figures add minor bonuses. Not a selling point, but nice collector items. The level design in the Galaxy games is a masterclass in creativity. Gravity-flipping planets, spherical worlds, and whimsical ideas that constantly surprise you. It's everything a platformer should be. Space Jump Galaxy, Toy Time Galaxy, Throwback Galaxy, which is a recreation of a Mario 64 level. Every single one feels distinct, memorable, and backed by that sweeping orchestral score that still gives me chills. Even after Odyssey, which arguably perfected Mario's movement, Galaxy feels unique because of its physics. You'll run around tiny planets, leap into orbit, and flip upside down as the world rotates, all without losing the core Mario identity. Yes, camera angles can occasionally fight you when gravity shifts, but considering the sheer chaos on the screen, it's a miracle how smooth everything remains. From Bee Mario to Rock Mario and even Cloud Mario, the power-ups in these games are pure joy. They're not just gimmicks, they genuinely alter how you approach a level. The Bee suit lets you hover across gaps and climb honey walls, while Yoshi's power-ups in Galaxy 2 change the flow entirely. Each transformation feels deliberate and fun with that signature Nintendo charm. Alright, let's address the cosmic elephant in the room: the price. Each game costs $39.99, or you can grab both for $69.99. That's steep for what are essentially remasters of retitles. But, and it's not a big but, you're getting two of the best 3D platformers ever made, running at 60 FPS with upgraded visuals and a few quality of life tweaks. If you already own them on Wii or 3D All-Stars, this isn't a must-buy. But if you missed out or just want to revisit them at their best, it's worth every penny. The orchestral soundtrack still hits harder than almost any modern game. It gives every galaxy a sense of scale and wonder that hasn't aged a day. From the calm, serene melodies of Rosalina's Observatory to the bombastic Bowser themes, it's easily one of Nintendo's most cinematic scores ever. Even after all these years, it's hard not to stop mid-level just to soak in the moment. Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are still breathtaking examples of game design at its finest. They remind us that creativity, imagination, and fun will always outshine raw power or realism. But that doesn't mean they're flawless. The gyro aiming isn't as sharp as the old Wii controls, and camera quirks pop up more often now that we're used to smoother experiences like Odyssey. Still, these games are timeless. They represent the best of Nintendo's golden era of innovation, the point where fun became the only rule that mattered. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Switch 2 is getting a 9 out of 10 from me. They're games from a generation where games felt great and played even better. And if you've never played them before, you owe it to yourself to experience what 3D platforming perfection almost looks like. Thanks for watching Controller Culture. If you've enjoyed this review, give it a like, and it really helps the channel out. Drop a comment down below and tell me which Galaxy game you prefer. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the games that shape the way you play. Until next time, keep playing, keep exploring, and I'll see you all in the next one.